So we're not really thinking about ice skating right
Still
now.
a little warm to have that on the mind. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona in for Chief Meteorologist David Carnes to give us a look at what's going on tonight, tomorrow, and maybe a little further. Tiffany?
You know, we're just thinking about the fall season, right? You want those cooler temperatures, you want the lower humidity so you can participate in all those fall festivities. We'll think about winter a little bit later in the year. Right now it is pretty seasonable for this time of year. This is what we should be looking at. Temperatures in the 80s for the most part, lower 80s, 80 degrees in Cleveland, 82 in Chattanooga, 81 in Dayton and Athens, a little bit cooler to the east, 76 in Murphy, 75 in Blue Ridge, and we're at 74 in Altamont. Winds are out of the north-northeast at about 8 miles per hour. Now our dew points are in the lower 60s across much of Tennessee, middle 60s across northern Georgia and northeast Alabama. Those areas closer to that more juicy air mass. Look at Atlanta. Dew points are around 70 degrees. Keep in mind, when you have dew points in the 70s, it just feels extremely muggy out there. It's uncomfortable. That's what we dealt with all summer long. So we're kind of in the middle of that juicy air to the south and that much drier air up to the north into Nashville, Louisville, St. Louis, where dew points are in the 40s. That's really dry air, especially for this time of year. So we are just in that transition zone. So humidity levels are actually going to increase a little bit more tomorrow and as we head into the weekend out ahead of our next cold front as rain chances are back in play. But once that cold front moves through, that front will drop those humidity levels as we head into next week. And look at next week. It looks very comfortable. I think you're really going to like it in our 7-day forecast. More on that in just a second. Here's the big picture. We've had a lot of clouds today across the region, across the Tennessee Valley, I should say. Most of the shower activity has stayed to our south. We had a few showers across portions of western North Carolina and northern Georgia, but those will fizzle as we get past sunset here. And this computer model doing a good job of showing that. Now, overnight, partly to mostly cloudy, maybe a stray shower. I think this computer model kind of overdoing that coverage. Temperatures dropping into the low and middle 60s. Some of our higher elevations may see upper 50s to start off your Friday. Friday afternoon, very similar to today, low to middle 80s. But look at that wind. It's more out of the east. It'll change more out of the southeast tomorrow evening. That means we'll start to pull in that moisture. You'll start to feel those humidity levels increasing a little bit during the day tomorrow. Now, as we take into the weekend, it's going to be on the humid side. We're going to have a chance for a few widely scattered showers, maybe even a few thunderstorms, really at any point throughout the day on Saturday. And then that rain could continue into early Sunday morning before that front clears. We need that front to clear for that drier air to move in. So I think we'll start to dry things out by Sunday afternoon and things will be improving. But the rain could impact the Mocs game as they take on the Citadel. Kickoff, 6 o'clock, Finley Stadium. So another weekend where you'll want to bring the rain gear with you. I think tailgating, there could be a couple of spotty showers as well. Temperatures in the upper 70s around kickoff, dropping into the lower 70s by the end of the game. 7-day forecast showing that it's not going to be a washout this weekend. There will be some dry time, but you have to keep your eye to the sky, especially during the day on Saturday. Sunday, things will improve. And then look at next week. Very nice. Lows in the highs in the 80s, I should say, and lows in the 50s. Back to you guys.